Lunch with Leah, Season 2, Episode 18.
And we're still delusional. Joining us at the CBS National Headquarters in New York City, Rockefeller Center. Oh, here we are in sunny Miami Beach, known for where sunny, what is it? How's it go?
It's a sunny
place for shady people. Starting with everybody but me. All right, so by the way, if there's a delay on the audio, it is not our production quality. It is Facebook. So you need to complain to them. Last week, it was a delay.
On the playback.
Yeah, on the playback. And it was because Facebook, when they posted, that's what happened. So I better get with the program. Meanwhile, I guess you guys are up on everything. I'll tell you what I've been doing. Let's see. I was sick for 21 days, yesterday being my first day literally out of the bed, minus like once in a while catching a movie or going to lunch or something, with that stupid flu. Everybody I know has it. So today is my day 2 of up and being out. I did drag myself literally to the jewelry show. When I go, I usually go for 3 days and I go 10 hours a day. But I went literally for 2 hours because I just couldn't do it. But I just had to go. I mean, had to see what was going on. And what else did I do? I did catch a movie. I caught the 112 Strong. It's so good. It's about after the Iraq War, after the the Saudis, which they claim to be the Iraqis, took down the World Trade Center. It's these 12 fabulous military guys that go over, and it was just, you got to go see it. It's so good, 12 Strong. And the Oscar nominations up. We'll talk about coming out. We'll talk about that in a minute. And that's that. Oh, and then I don't watch football, but let me tell you, my Twitter account was going crazy with the football. Apparently, I guess Tom Brady in the very end pulled it out for the New England Patriots, and now they're going to play the Vikings in the Super Bowl. And I'm going to root for the Vikings, even though I don't even know where they're from, because they haven't had a Super Bowl ring in like 10 or 20 years or whatever. And Brady's got like 25 damn fingers. He's got how many rings? And he's going to have to get more fingers. He's just too much. He's a phenomenon. But, you know, he's so good looking and everything, but he'll always have that stupid Deflategate thing associated with him. See the stupidity. You have an impeccable reputation and image, and one little thing smears you for the rest of your life, and that is whether or not he cheated in that one game by lowering the air in the ball. Like, I know what's going on. I do know football because when I was a kid, I watched it all the time in Texas. You think there's any way you could get out of that? I don't think so. So there's that. Oh, I'm going to LA. I'm going to be there for several days in February. So Jeff Lewis calls me up. Oh, he was just so fussy, too, about it. And he's like, well, I definitely want you here, and I definitely want to do that kitchen, and I definitely want you on my radio show, and you've got to come, and when are you coming, and everything. And by the way, please, I'm asking you, don't bring the dog. What the hell is wrong with him? I'm like, what is wrong with you? What is it with you and this dog? I think it's because the dog steals all the attention from him. I don't know. So little baby, we either have to take a full-time babysitter to LA or leave the dog here or listen to Jeff bitch about it. I don't know what I'm going to do. That's a big decision for me. So that was that. Now,
you get a lot of comments. People love that McQueen scarf. You look beautiful today.
Oh, I put my diamonds on because yesterday, I'm not going to tell you about it now, but yesterday I did a piece for a documentary that's coming out for some Time Magazine Discovery Channel thing, whatever. And so I put my diamond necklace on to be discreet. I didn't want to wear the big diamonds, I put the little day diamonds on. And then I didn't take them off. I forgot. The award ceremony. Shall we talk about that? Let's talk about that first. Well, Best Picture nominees. Have you seen any of these? I'll tell you which one I saw. Call Me By Your Name. Jason said it's brilliant. The Darkest Hour is definitely brilliant. Oh, that is so good. You've got to go see that one. That's about Churchill. Dunkirk is so good. You've got to see Dunkirk. It's so good. And it's such a lesson in history. Oh, it's so brilliant. And I love smart people. And it was such a smart, common sense solution to such a world tragedy problem, and it was so good. You're going to love it. I didn't see Get Out, Lady Bird. Phantom Thread was brilliant. Oh my God, the clothes and everything about it was just gorgeous. The Post, I love The Post. Everyone should see The Post, especially in today's world. You will see the value of the press and the sacrifice that they made in the most compelling story with Meryl Streep and Tom Hanks. It's so good. It just goes like this. It's just fun. It's exciting. The Shape of Water, I didn't see. It got the most of all of them, and I didn't even see it.
I saw it last night.
Did they like it?
It's one of the best movies they've ever seen in their whole life.
It's not something I would even think about going to see. And then 3 billboards outside of Ebbing, Missouri. I saw it. I love it. That what's her name, Dorman? She's married to one of the Coen brothers, the wackadoodles that write those strange, crazy screenplays. I love them. They're just so out there. But when she makes these speeches and she takes these awards, so she's like way out there. I mean, I see why she's married to one of the Coen brothers. I mean, she's just so out there with these speeches, and it's comical in a way, but in all honesty, they should have let someone else accept the award on behalf of the entire show, but she already won for the actress part, because she's just so out there. I mean, I love her. I've always loved her, but she's not going to put on any makeup. She's not going to color that hair. I mean, what you see is what you get. Frances Dorman. I love her, though. And then, Best Actor. Let's see if there's anyone. I think Gary Oldman stands out for The Darkest Hour for me. Daniel Day-Lewis was fabulous, and this is apparently his last movie. He's retiring in the thread. But everyone says that Timothy Chalamet, that young guy in Call Me Your Name, was just brilliant. I've heard that he's going to be like the new major actor's actor as he grows up.
Lots of comments coming in. They're saying that you need to see The Shape of Water. Maria de Pedro Gonzalez says it's amazing. It was well worth it. They also said they liked Get Out, which was the horror movie that got nominated.
I don't love horror movies.
Like it.
I'm not going to watch
horror movies. No. I thought it was totally overrated. It did not deserve it.
I'm not going to watch a horror movie. Why do I want to go and get myself all stressed up and then go have to have a glass of wine to calm down?
It's entered under a comedy category, too. That's the other thing that I think is so weird. So I don't know.
I don't like those kind of things.
It was a better horror movie.
Well, then Margot Robbie for I, Tonya. Now look at Margot Robbie sporting in one of the major magazines. I don't know which one it was. GQ. Look, British GQ. That's our handbag. LeahBlack.com. We've got the most spectacular handbags and costume jewelry you'll ever see on there. And she's wearing it right here. So you better just get on there. She is gorgeous, isn't she? She's so pretty. So that bag sold out. I do have one left in black. You know who else has the black one? Who else has the black one is Joan Rivers. Oh. She has the black one. Yeah. She had the black one. Aw. Anyway, so we're rooting for Margot because she carries my handbags. But to tell you the truth, I'm thinking probably, I don't know who will win it. Frances McDormand might. I don't really want Meryl Streep to win it. I love her. She was brilliant. She was probably one of her best performances in The Post, but she's got like a dozen of them already. I mean, once you're out of hands and ears to wear them on, I mean, give them up already.
She broke her own record for the most nominated.
Broke her own record.
21 nominations now.
Actor, Best Supporting Actor, Defoe, Harrelson, Plummer. I think Christopher Plummer may get it for All the Money in the World. And let me tell you, that was a brilliant movie. But let me tell you though, I think Kevin Spacey's going to need to be on mainline Valium if Christopher Plummer wins that, because he may already be on it because he had that plum role. And then he blew it when all of his history came out. And then director, Dunkirk, Get Out, Lady Bird, Phantom Thread, and The Shape of Water. Probably The Shape of Water because it's such an unusual, but I don't know. We'll see who wins. I don't know. I don't really have a dog in any of the fights, to tell you the truth, unless they're wearing my costume jewelry and my handbags. What do I care? Now look how gorgeous she is. Allison Janney. She won for Best Supporting Actress in I, Tonya. She stole the show. As far as I'm concerned, she was the breakout star in that show. But look how appropriately dressed she is. It's age appropriate. She's got the body to wear it. It's really, that's one of her shining moments. She looks like a statue, a sculptor herself. And I'm really rooting for her. I really like her. She's been in so many films over the years. I don't think her recognition has been really due. Now, here's some news for you. If you want to know what's wrong in the world, listen to this. The Hawaii governor couldn't put out the public warning sign that it was wrong. You know, when they put out the alert that the bombs were coming? Well, the governor he knew within 2 minutes it was a false alarm. But he couldn't notify everybody. Guess why? Because he didn't know his password. Are you kidding me?
I can connect.
That's only me. I'm the only one that doesn't know my password. You know, everybody knows my password. James, Jason, Wanda, Roy Jr. It's everywhere. I should just post it on a paper and stick it everywhere and carry it. I should tattoo it. I've got like 10 of them. They put me, like, they give me a different password for every damn thing. And it's just so annoying. Just get one password. But anyway, so I don't even know my passwords either. But I'm not in charge of the bombs coming to rain on you either. I'm in charge of things like, you know, my lipstick and my hair. Oh my God. Oh, let's get to politics in a minute. Well, let's go to the low-hanging fruit. Let's go to the housewives.
Painting, you're getting a lot of comments.
On what? On the painting? Oh, look at Brito. Can you believe he just made that? He's an incredibly world-renowned artist, and he just delivered this to my house for me for Christmas. I'm just debating whether to put it in my LA house. It'd really go there. It looks good here, though, in this ambiance. So I don't know. I just love it. But, of course, it's all about me. Why wouldn't I love it? So apparently, rumor says, according to U.S. Weekly, repeated by Reality T, that Carolyn Manzo is discussing coming back to the show along with Jacqueline and Laurita. To be honest with you, I liked them on the show. I loved them on the show.
Okay.
And me too. And she was very grounded, and I like her, and I shouldn't take herself so seriously. And I also like Jacqueline and Laurita. Listen, they wouldn't have had, the season before this season, Jacqueline and Laurita is the one that brought all the drama.
Yep.
I love her on the show. And apparently, you know, they both have known Dolores for a long time, so that would be a nice fit. Now, Real Housewives of Atlanta. Well, the Shemia is working really hard to get herself a peach, isn't she?
Yeah.
So she's antagonizing Kenya. And she's antagonizing Kenya because Kenya's usually the antagonizer. So she's getting under Kenya's skin. Now look how pretty Kenya is. So they get into this tit and tat thing about something. They go, well, at least they went to Houston and helped with the victims of the hurricane. But apparently, in the middle of all of it, Kenya storms out saying that, you know, she's flipping out over at the Bravo cameras and telling her producers, I'm just done with this, and I don't give an F, and I don't give an F about any of those BITCHES, and every time I do something positive, it turns into some whatever, cuss, and I wasn't rude to anybody at this event, these effing hoes, and she screamed at the producer, and I mean, God, these producers, you have no idea how much these producers put up with. They really do put up with a lot. I've seen it firsthand. My heart breaks for them, some of them deserve it. She then blamed her castmates for the reason why her husband, Mark Daly, is yet to appear on the show. I'm gonna agree with her on that. You know, Roy would have gone on that show with me many times, but he didn't want to get dragged down into the gutter with a bunch of cat fights amongst women. So I understand that completely. I mean, I think I'd love to see him on the show. He's very good looking. They posted a picture of Kenya and him and Candy and her husband, who, by the way, if you don't know this, Candy's husband used to be a producer on Atlanta Housewives. They put a picture out, I think Candy did, of them at his restaurant in New York. So the food was amazing. He's such a gentleman. He is very good looking.
Yeah, he's attractive.
Kenya, take a little advice from me. Honey, this fame is fleeting. It's going to come and go. You're already a star. You've been Miss America, Miss Universe, whatever in the hell you were. You got a good body. You're pretty. That's your real hair. You're fabulous. You've made your mark on reality TV. If you've got a husband that you love and that's in love with you, that lives in New York City, let it go. Go live an incredible life. Living well is the best revenge. Just go. Get out and do not look back. That's my advice to you. However, I think she's great for the show. I think she's really, really good for the show. And I think that's why the girls start picking on her. They don't like that. They like the attention. Who can flip the table the farthest?
Maria said, bring on Jacqueline. She is all drama.
She is all drama. And the thing about Jacqueline is it's organic drama. She gets herself all worked up.
Yeah.
It's not contrived. You can tell when they're contriving it, you know, to try to get some attention. That Jacqueline gets herself so worked up and she just can't hold it in. I adore her. I think she came to my book signing in New Jersey along with Who else came? A couple of the housewives out there came. Kathy Wakile. I think Kathy should also come back, at least as a friend on the show.
There was a lot of banter on this week because of the reunion and all that.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of people on Twitter saying that they felt that they should bring Caroline back and Rosie.
Oh, and Rosie was amazing.
And Kathy.
And Kathy and Jacqueline. I mean, why not? Listen, bring them all back.
Teresa doesn't want it. And she even took a swipe at him during the reunion.
You know what, Teresa? Your show is only as good as the people around you. Cannot be on a show by yourself. Then it's not a show. So you got to root for these people to bring something to the show to make the show more successful. You're going to run out of storylines, I guess, until Joe comes home, and then my bet is he's going to come home. He's going to be deported under this administration. He's going to. They probably voted for Trump, who's going to deport him. Yeah, and then they're going to deport him, and then the cameras are going to follow them to Italy, and they're going to start a life over there. That's my prediction. You heard it here first. Megan Edwards is leaving the Real Housewives of Orange County because she wants to go back to the Midwest with her husband, spend more time with him. Spend more time with her new twins that are coming up and her baby and her stepchildren and enjoy a nice civilized family life. Good for you, Megan. I like Megan on the show too. She's very pretty. She's a really good model. She looked good when she was modeling. Yeah. Erika Jayne is going to be on Lip Sync Battle tomorrow with Christina Aguilera. That should be good. I think Erika brings it. She really is a star in her own way.
I love her.
I mean, she's not ever.
She's a great addition.
She's a great addition. I mean, she's not going to be Lady Gaga. She's not going to be, Barbara Streisand, but she's a showman, and she's beautiful, and she's starting to open up a little bit more, and I think she brings a lot to the show. Then Dorette, oh my God, who called it first? The first time Dorette was on the television show, the first time I called her dimwit. Did I not call her dimwit?
Yeah.
And then I called her Dorito dimwit. But in any event, she's a dimwit. She's nuts. But I'm loving her on the show. I can't get enough of her. Yeah. She is amazing on that show. The hair is different every time. And then you got PK in the background that is a wackadoodle. And then those two cute kids. And then, all the drama. And she just gets into it with everybody. And I love her on this show. I don't think she's got a bad heart. I don't think she's a bad person. I don't think she's... Do you think she is? Jason's the jury's out. I love her. She's hilarious on this show.
If she wasn't on the show right now, the show would be boring.
What would be going on?
She's the only one bringing the drama.
Last year was Lisa Rinna, and this year it's her. Yeah. And really, Lisa Rinna will get back in the weeds this year. Oh, how funny was that clip when she says, well, you damn right, I'm going to talk about it. Oh, my God. That was good. And then... Okay. This was the statement that Megan made from Orange County. It's bittersweet. I've decided to hang up my housewife hat, and it's taken a massive emotional toll that she's filming during the time she's pregnant with twins. And, that the final icing on the cake for her was the reunion. So I didn't watch the reunion, so I don't know what happened, but it does take a toll. Fighting with people that... like I said, I can deal with a lot of things, but I can't deal with stupid. That was on one of my pillows, one of my taglines. I believe it to this day. And that derived out of fighting with people on a housewife show. Yeah. In celebrity gossip...
Crystal says, as you say, the best revenge is living right.
Yeah, living well is the best revenge. Yeah. So, David Copper... Okay, so... all these people own their own islands, just so you know. That this is what I guess they work hard and make their money to get away. So they spend all their life trying to be famous so they can be recognized everywhere they go. Then they go buy an island to get away from everybody. David Copperfield has an island. Eddie Murphy has an island. Shakira, $16 million one in the Bahamas. Ricky Martin, one off the coast of Rio de Janeiro. Mel Gibson, well, he may need an island. You never know about him. Leonardo DiCaprio has one off of Belize. I love him. He's so socially aware, and he does so many things to try to help the planet, and I love him as a human being. I mean, he's a good actor and everything, but to me, it's just he's always trying to save the planet. God bless him. Johnny Depp has an island. He better sell it because he needs the money. Oh, he's going to sell it?
He bought an island, and then he remodeled like 26 cottages or homes that were there. He spent like over $20 million
God.
on this renovation.
No wonder he's broke.
Of this whole town. I was reading about
He
it.
paid $3.6 million for it. The Nicolas Cage has 40 acres off the Bahamas, and he paid $3 million for it. Did you watch Saturday Night Live with Jessica Chastain? Oh, she's so good on there. I love her. She was good. And other celebrity gossip. Oh God,
people say they love that pillow and that saying, but you ruled the Housewives, so no stress for you.
I rule the Housewives. I'm looking for my. I don't have it. My magnifying glass. Princess Diana's niece, Eugene. She got her ring. It's an oval precious gemstone, not a diamond. It's a gemstone. And here it is. It's a little bit bigger than Markle's. These girls, I'm telling you, you're royalty, honey. You've got to train these men from the beginning. You got to train them from the beginning. I mean, it's lovely enough for a prom ring, but but they're getting married to royalty. Oh, whatever. I mean, God bless them. I hate to criticize. I'd never criticize somebody if they were struggling and couldn't afford it and they just bought something that big. I would just praise it and say, God bless. But they're marrying royalty, and this is what they're getting. Go to the Queen's vault and take out something on consignment, at least for the photo op. And then how many of you watched American Crime Story with Versace? Well, believe it or not, they only had half the amount of viewers that O.J. Simpson had. Yeah. And they had less viewers than Real Housewives of New Jersey. That's what's wrong with the world. Yeah. But anyway, it's on the History Channel, and it's still going. It's a series.
No. The History Channel also had more ratings.
Oh, had more ratings. Yeah. What channel was that on? I forgot. FX. Yeah. It's still on. You got to keep watching it.
Do you know Ricky Martin? It seems like you two would be friends.
Have I ever met Ricky Martin? I don't think. Oh, you know what? I had talked to them about a charity event once. That's my only direct contact with him. So I don't really.
I saw him at a concert at the Fontainebleau one night. And he put on like
he puts on a show. He puts on a show.
One of the best concerts I've ever seen. It was great.
We should reach out to him again. He's in Miami a lot.
Yeah.
The SAG Awards. So I just made a list of some of the quotes that were quoted on the red carpet. So they asked Sam Rockwell about, what makes his relationship work, and he said communication and good sex. He won a Golden Globe, or a SAG Award. Rockwell for 3 billboards. Milo Ventimiglia, however you say his name, this is him. He said, be yourself. He's from what?
The show This Is Us.
Oh, This Is Us. Yeah, be yourself and be enough. That's him. He looks like a waiter at a casino. I'm sorry. Now, he is sexy. Well, yeah, whatever.
I think he looks like a 70s porn star. I can't get past him.
I don't know. He looks like a sleazy casino actor. I don't know. I can't.
He reminds me of a younger, thinner Ron Jeremy.
I don't know who that is.
He was that porn guy from the
porn.
80s.
Well, of course, leave it to you guys to know the porn. I don't know the porn
Everybody
people.
knew Ron Jeremy.
Well, I don't know the porn stars, except I know Stormy. You have to follow your heart. It will never lead you astray, says Chrissy Mez. She's on also This Is Us. God bless. I love seeing someone, that's not just the perfect model size. Make it. Good for you. To be the first in 75 years blew his mind, says Sterling K. Brown, being the first African American to win a Golden Globe for This Is Us. I've never watched This Is Us. Now look how he's...
This is the
SAG Awards. I mean, these are the SAG Awards. I get them all mixed up. Look, though, he is dressed impeccably. He is dressed... Someone tell RJ, this is how you need to present yourself to the world. It's so elegant.
Breaking all the records. He's the first African American to win a lead actor role.
But how sad is that this is 2018 and we're just now having the first black guy winning a SAG Award? Oh, what is wrong with the world? Alison Brie defending her brother-in-law James Franco about the sexual harassment allegations, says, I obviously support my family. So she is married to his brother. And not everything that has been reported has been accurate. So I think we're waiting to get all the information. But of course, now is the time for listing, and that's what we're all trying to do. And he did not get an Oscar nom, and he didn't show up to the SAG Awards, Franco. So I think that sexual harassment accusation, true or not, cost him so here and there. So now let's just see.
How old RJ is now.
RJ is now 16, going on 10.
Maria wants to know, can we have RJ miss school one day and join you for lunch with Lee?
Oh my God, you don't even want to hear his opinions. Oh, he's got one and everything. We'll do it in the summer. So let's go to politics. Let's talk about what's going on. No, honey. No. He even gets all wound up about politics. Here's politics, and he starts barking. Stop it, Mommy, stop it. He's crazy. He's going to kill us all. Trump missed his little Mar-a-Lago party because of the shutdown. Of course, he's trying to blame the Democrats. I don't know how you blame the Democrats when you own the presidency, you own the Senate, and you own the Congress. And by the way, they have tons of more governors than the Democrats. So he just makes shit up.
Well,
but
anyway,
he's going
to run the country like he did his businesses. So.
He did, right into the ground, right into bankruptcy. But anyway, so this guest posts out a picture of the caviar. And she's all upset that they have a plastic spoon in the caviar. And she said she paid $100,000 for two people, her, I guess, and her husband, to go and to this party to celebrate the 1-year inauguration, where it was definitely pay to play. For $100,000. You can go and schmooze with the president who would want to, but in any event, the caviar had plastic spoons in it, and they should have been ivory spoons. And everybody knows you don't do that. Well, Mar-a-Lago just got cited with like 30 or 40 something health violations. So they've paid. It used to be $100,000 to join. Now it's $200,000 to join because he's the president, so he can profit on it more. And then the service is even. Well, it's always been bad. People have always said that. Yeah. But anyway, so they had several health, food, and cleanliness citations, like 30 or 40. Oh, God, this is happened so many times. He doesn't care. He's a taker. Take your $200,000 and go get a hamburger. I don't care. Just you get to come here and be in my presence, lucky you. And then during the shutdown, McCaskill asked for temporary pay for the military, and what's his name, McConnell, wouldn't even let her put it on the floor to a vote. So they want to punish the military because the Democrats were standing up for DACA. I mean, what is wrong with these people? And then, what's her name, Tammy Duckworth, that has lost 2 legs in the war. She says that Trump is saying, the Democrats don't want to pay the military. Well, everybody knows that's a lie because McCaskill tried to get him to pay the military during the shutdown and he refused. So, you know what? She goes up. Now, this is a woman speaking with credibility. You got 2 stainless steel legs because you lost your legs in the war. And she stands up and says, I will not be lectured by a 5-time draft dodger about military. Oh, that was a good one. And then the Dems asked for a 3-day holdover, and they wouldn't give them that during the weekend. I mean, really. And then Lindsey Graham says that Stephen Miller, who's the right-wing racist Nazi in the White House, is sabotaging all of the negotiations, that as long as he's in the middle of the negotiations, they'll never get anything done because he wants the wall, he wants to deport everybody, he's a white supremacist. So in any event, and then in the middle of all this, Trump disappears, the big negotiator. I'm the best negotiator. Nobody makes deals better than me. He's sitting in his room watching TV, eating Kentucky Fried Chicken, and doesn't even show up and won't get involved in the negotiations. Then he says, well, just bring me anything that you all agree on and I'll sign it. So they bring him something that they agreed on, and he wouldn't sign it because Stephen Miller says, no. We're not doing that. I mean, the guy's not a leader. He's a buffoon. And then, to top it off, their anniversary, Melania and his anniversary. Stormy Daniels gets into the scene.
Yep.
So Stormy Daniels' story breaks in the middle of their anniversary. You can't make all this shit up. And they've proven that his lawyer Cohen gave her $130,000 to shut her up. They've proven where the check came from a Delaware LLC signed by him. So now they're saying that it was contributions made to his campaign, and they may have violated campaign law by paying Stormy Daniels, a porn star, $130,000 to shut up about an affair that she had with Trump, and they paid her off right before the election. But the worst part of it is Melania being humiliated like this.
That's what they want.
I mean, how humiliating.
Melania?
This girl's trying to keep her mouth shut. She doesn't really want to be in all of this. She knows he's a con. She can't stand him either. But she's going along and playing the role best that she can. And by the way, she wouldn't even be here based on their immigration policy. She would never have be able to get into the country, and they'd be deporting her right now. But in any event, they're humiliating her to death with the Stormy Daniels story right when she's supposed to go present herself to the big party in Mar-a-Lago. She had to be thrilled to death that the government was shut down. She probably helped get it shut down somehow, like, shut it down, I don't have to go to that party and show my face, I'm so humiliated. And then she was supposed to go to Davos with him in Switzerland, where no other president ever goes, because it's a networking opportunity for billionaires and influencers, and you're not supposed to capitalize on the presidency that way. He's taking the whole White House with him, and now she's decided at the last minute, since his story broke, not to go. Well, I don't blame her. I mean, if you do go over there and find yourself a real husband.
DJ Black says, yes, you can't make this shit up.
You really can't make it up. I mean, honestly.
He says he's driving across the state of Nevada. Thank goodness for Lunch with Leah.
Yay! Lunch with Leah in your car. Turn it on, guys. I need you guys to share this so we get lots more viewers. Yeah. Yay! I think it should be my own radio show on Radio Andy. You guys, if you're on Twitter and Facebook, you should tweet Radio Andy XM and tell them put me on the radio. Then we'll really have an audience to gossip with. I read Fire and Fury. If you haven't read Fire and Fury, you've got to read it. It's so good. I couldn't put it down. Then I went to It's Worse Than You Think It Is, another book by McKay, and it's brilliant. Those are two really good ones if you like to know what's going on and just keep up with gossip and politics and stuff. And then in Fort Lauderdale, they are pulling buses over, and they are asking people for their papers. Yep. That's what they did in Nazi Germany. They pulled people over and asked for their papers. What are we going to be hiding people in our closets now to keep them from being deported?
While we've been on the air, there was a breaking news thing that came through on CNN that said that the Department of Justice has named 20 cities that they're going to start cracking down on.
Yeah. So do you remember Paul Ryan he was at one of the town hall meetings, and this woman stood up basically crying and says, are you going to send me away? I've got 2 minor daughters. I've been here 39 years or 30 years. I'm a dreamer, blah, 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 blah. And he goes, oh, no, ma'am, we're not going to do that. You don't need to live in fear. And now what are they doing? They are running around right now as we speak and asking and demanding papers of people in 7-Eleven stores and on the buses. They went and arrested a doctor. Remember, they're only going to ship out the criminals. They went and arrested a doctor, a surgeon, and they're holding him. He's been here for 39 years, and they're holding him hostage, and they're going to maybe deport him. This is a doctor. Oh my God. So I made a list of some of the things. You have got to stop it. What is wrong?
He's upset about it too.
He's upset. Donald Trump has viciously attacked women. Oh, did you guys watch the Women's March? Oh, how fabulous was that?
Yep.
Immigrants, Haitians, Mexicans, Muslims, Nigerians, people from Chicago, Puerto Rico, prisoners of war, reporters, the FBI, Steph Curry, Miss Universe, Snoop Dogg, let me add the Pope.
Yeah.
Remember, he got to fight with the Pope. But Pocahontas, senators, he's slamming, but he's never attacked white supremacists. Remember, there are good people on both sides with the KKK and Vladimir Putin. He's never criticized them. So someone sent me a thing the other day. He said, well, when you see this and that and the other, but we won't be wearing our pink pussy hats when we protest. Some Trump supporter texted me or tweeted me or whatever. I said, no, you'll be wearing your KKK hats. They're not as fashionable, but you won't have to do your makeup. So, and then this one is another one that they're trying to deport. He says, in 1979, my parents were both doctors. They left Poland, took 2 suitcases and 2 small children. My brother was 5 and I was 6, and they came here for a better life for their kids, said Wakile on Saturday as he sat next to his sister-in-law. Now the siblings are in their 40s. She's an attorney. He's a doctor. They've been in America for 4 decades on a permanent green card. He doesn't even speak Polish, he says. And on Tuesday, he was enjoying a day off with his teenage girls at home on the lake in his exclusive neighborhood near Kalamazoo when 3 ICE officers came to his home and told him he was being taken into custody and took him to jail. It's a doctor. This is like Nazi Germany. I'm telling you, Trump loves Putin. Erdogan. All these Nazi people. Okay, look at these. This is this is another thing. I know we're going over, but it doesn't matter. While the march is going on, Trump started tweeting like it was all for him. Like, oh, the weather's good, ladies, keep marching. I mean, it's the best booming economy we've ever had, trying to make it look like they were celebrating him. I mean, so someone put this poster up. You're so vain, you probably think this march is about you. Oh, here's another one. I'd call Trump a CUNT, but he lacks the depth and the warmth. I love these signs. Abortion is murder, then a BLO job is a cannibalism. Oh, yeah. If abortion is murder, then a BJ is cannibalism. Oh, my God. Oh my people have the funniest things. And then in today's paper, the Miami Herald, porn star and affair allegations cast a pall over Trump's wedding anniversary. I mean, you know what? I was never a fan of Melania because I felt like she kind of cheated her way into the country and she made it on her looks and she really didn't want to be first lady and she's an immigrant that they're criticizing other immigrants for being what she is. So I never really was a big fan because of all those things. But I really feel sorry for her now because he is humiliating her time and time again. First there was the bus, grab him by the pussy, and then the Stormy Daniels, and then the 17 or 18 or 19 other women that have lawsuits against him. He's just humiliating her. And when he had this affair in 2006 with Stormy, she was at home. Allegedly. Well, they pretty much prove all of it, but you can call it alleged if you want to. She was at home with a newborn baby. So she's home with a newborn baby and he's out with a porn star. I mean, really, by the way, the porn star gave this interview back in 2006 that they squashed and said that Trump made her. He was in Forbes magazine and there was a picture of him in Forbes magazine that he made her take this magazine with his face on the picture and spank her naked butt. This guy's Looney Tune! He's crazed! Oh!
Maria Del Pedro Gonzalez says, imagine if they asked me for my papers, I can't even remember my password.
Exactly! Yeah, the governor of Hawaii can't remember the password to stop, to let people know bombs aren't really coming down on them, and then they're asking people for their papers. I mean, I guess we've got to walk around with our papers now unless you have blonde hair and blue eyes. I would tell everyone I know that works with me, do not take the bus. Even if you have the papers, if you don't have blonde hair and blue eyes, they're going to harass you. Yeah. And they may take you in and make you prove your papers, or who knows, may deport you and then make you prove it, make you hire a lawyer. I mean, whatever. It's just horrible. Mm-hmm. So if you'll join us on our patreon.com/Leah Back, Patreon.com/Leah Black. You'll get more behind the scenes, more politics, more lifestyle, more beauty, more gossip, and more bullshit. My quote of the week. I care about a lot of things. What others think of me isn't one of them. And that is just the way it is. I'm sorry. I mean, what they say about me is another story. You say it, you better back it up because I'm going to call you out. But if you think it, good for you.
And by the way, other housewives, that's how you do an opening tagline.
I should start training 101 for housewives, how to do a tagline. Some of them need help. Some of these taglines are just so yawn. Okay, so I guess we'll call it a day. I mean, we've gone over. I was going to tell you some other stuff, but I'll tell you another time. Or tune into Patreon. And don't forget to share this. Help me build an audience. You guys need to help me build an audience. You need to tag the radio stations to tell them, put her on the radio. You need to go on my website and just look at all our glitter and glamorous, fabulous stuff. You need to tell you what you do. You tweet at Jeff Lewis. Why won't you let Leah Black bring her dog to LA? Wouldn't that be hilarious? Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. And don't forget, I'll be on Radio Andy with Jeff on that Friday. I guess it's the 15th or 16th or something like that of February. And I'll tell you more about that later. We'll be getting all the gossip. All right, bye, everybody.